Okay, thank you. Okay, and let's go ahead and get image 11, image 73, and 66.
And
So
what
those are
program are you opening these?
we're gonna go in the same program we always go in, Silhouette, and then into Tinkercad. All right, so now let's go ahead and open up Silhouette. All right, I always come over here on the right-hand panel and click on my page setup because I always want to make sure it's on the correct page size because sometimes our eyes will mislead us and yeah, we won't be in the correct page size. So we're going to go ahead and click on File, click on Merge, and let's go ahead and bring in,
Did you put the files in the group?
they're on the Patreon.
Patreon, everyone.
All right, let's go ahead and bring in luggage number 2. And we're going to go ahead, since it's all one color, we're going to go ahead and highlight it and let's go ahead and group that together. And then we're going to go ahead and shrink that down. And then let's go back to merge and let's bring in 73. Let's go ahead and bring 73 in. And we're going to go ahead and shrink that down. And if you notice, I didn't group that together, even though everything came over the same color, because I want to get fancy and I want to get cute and I want, things different colors. I want this to be vibrant. Um, so these are the two images I'm gonna use for the first two. So we're gonna go ahead and work on that. So you can come over here to the left-hand panel and get the rounded rectangle. And you can go ahead and just draw on there like that and then unselect it. Now, the size is totally up to you. You can come to Google and you can type in luggage tag, dimensions. Okay. And it'll give you just the average basic, but I don't like I don't like basic, I don't like average. But 4 by 3 is typical. That's the standard size. So mine's is a pack of 3. So I'm going to package mine's up as a pack of 3. So each one of mine's are different sizes. So, and the reason why, um, I do one bigger so they can be able to notice it. The one smaller has their contact information on it. So I don't want that one real big. So I make sure I keep that one, small enough size. But the other two, that are, just for like the decoration of it, for say, um, I make them bigger. So I'm going to come over here and let me see. All right. I'm going to widen this up just a little bit more. So this is going to be my big one that I do. And we're going to put that one right there like that. And let's come out just a little more. All right, so now I want each one of these words, um, to be its own color. So I'm basically going to click on the T, hold down the shift key, and I'm going to click on each one of these letters. And I'm going to just do it like that. And I'm going to right click and group them together. And then I'm going to come over here and get the paint tool. And I'm going to go ahead and paint them the color that I want. So let's go. We're going to go with purple. So then we're going to do, so we're going to stick to, I know everybody don't have multiple AMSs, so I'm gonna stick this to a 4-color profile for y'all, so nobody has no issues when it comes to printing. So we're gonna stick to 4 colors. So keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind when it comes to designing. Before you start designing, be mindful of that. So let's go yellow. We probably gonna do pink and orange. Let's group that together. And let's do, all right. We got the pink. And then now let's come over to the word therapy. And we're going to get all that and group that together. And then we're going to go ahead and turn that orange. All right. So now let's click on our plane. Let's turn our plane yellow. Traveling is spelled wrong unless that's how you spelled it. I did not spell it like that. This was the SVG. This is how the SVG came, and I'm glad you caught that. Because guess what? One of them, that last class we did last week had a word misspelled in it, and I had to take that down. Oh my God. All right, so guess what? Remove it, y'all. Remove it. It's misspelled. Come over here. Did I spell it right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, we just come over. Yeah, meat. Yes, 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 Kanaya. Girl, I was so glad somebody reached out to me with that. I was like, oh my God. I don't know how I didn't see that. So now if you buy SVGs off of Etsy, please. See, I didn't went and got Creative Fabrica, so now I ain't even got to worry about that no more. I'm done. All right, so now we just gonna come and come over here and we're gonna get us a font. And you could choose whatever font you want, guys. So I'm just gonna look here until I find something I like. Because I know y'all ain't gonna have the font. We ain't gonna all have the same font. So I don't want y'all sitting there looking for something that ain't in there. What where's don't I got Ladybug? Where's Ladybug? Uh where is Ladybug? It's not in here. Mm, ew. I do not like these fonts. All right, I'm just gonna pick something. We're gonna go with Lucinda. We'll go with that one. All right, and we just gonna come and shrink that down.
So she suggested just ungroup, delete your L, then group it back.
Oh, you know what? I sure could have. You know what? Yep, let's go back. Let's go back. Boom. Boom. Ungroup. Yeah. Boop. Bam. Delete. Now, we're gonna have to just do some moving, y'all. We're gonna have to Gotta do a little moving. Hold on. Let me see. All right, there you have it. Bam. There you have it.
My fault. Good evening, family. Real
Hey.
quick, real quick, Queen. Can you tell me the files you said to download off Patreon, real quick, please?
Yes, give me 1 second.
Thank you.
And then just click like that, y'all, and just group it back together. And there you have it. So I told you to download 73, 58, 61, luggage 2, and number 11. All right, now we're going to color this one. We're going to go purple over there. And then we're going to come orange over here. And then we're going to go yellow here. And then I'm going to do yellow here. All right, so now we got that together. Now we're going to click on our yellow pieces. And let's group our yellow pieces together because we're going to bring them in together. And then let's click on our orange piece and group that together. Then we're going to click on this piece and group that. And then we click here. And group that together. All right. So now, go ahead. Send this to the back. Nah, we're gonna have to fix this. We're gonna have to fix it because that's still gonna be too many colors for y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna just go pink. That's still gonna be too many colors because I forgot we gotta have the back. The back needs to be a color. That's gonna give us 5 colors. So let's go ahead and we're gonna dump one of these colors. So let's dump. We'll go ahead and make that purple. All right. Make that purple. All right. Let me see now. All right, yeah, that'll do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then we can go one more color. Let's go ahead and bring the orange back in. Let's bring the orange back in and make this orange. And then that'll give us 4. All right, so there we go. And then we'll ungroup that. Ungroup that, and we'll make this orange. Make this one orange. Okay. Group that together. All right, there we go. And then we'll make this white. All right. Let's go ahead and move this up in the middle. We'll center that. And remember, this is our big one. This is our big one. So now we'll go ahead and duplicate. Let's duplicate the outline. Put that over there. Let's go ahead and move this to the side. Go ahead and highlight on that one and move that one to the side. And let's go ahead and start working on our next one. And right click and you can bring it to the front. All right, so now let's go ahead and size this one down. Now we're going to do this one the exact size. So what was it? 4 by 3, I believe. So you can come right here. Let's do 3 in width, 4 in height. All right. All right, and we're just gonna size that up a little bit and put that in there. And then this area right here, um, we're gonna put a text in here. So we're not gonna do nothing in that area right there. And then we're gonna leave this area blank as well, because this area right here is gonna have the contact information on it. So let's go ahead and paint that. We're gonna paint that purple, and then let's paint this orange. Or let me see, where's that pink? Let's go pink. And then let's do the luggage orange. Let's do the luggage orange. All right. Let's move that one to the side. And then bring in, I guess it's going to be 58. Let's bring in 58. All right, highlight it. Let's shrink it down some. Now, this one is going to be used for decoration as well. We're going to decorate this one. And I believe we are bringing in 66. That's going to be our last image to bring in. So let's bring 66 in. Oh, wait a minute. Let's move that out the way. Now let's go back and bring 66 in. Okay. We're going to shrink that down. Oop. Let's get all of it. Great. So I want to color this image too. I want different pieces, different colors. So let's go ahead and right click and let's duplicate that. Bring that over here. All right, like this. Bring to the front. All right, so let's start with our color on this one. So we're going to go pink. We're going to go pink first. All right, let's go ahead and color our image. So let's click on time. We're going to go orange on time, right click, group. Click on 2. We're going to go yellow. So we are at 3 colors now. And then let's go white on travel. Right click, group. Now, I'm going to color in different colors with this one for the people that has 2 and 3 AMSs. So this one is going to have a little bit more colors, but if you're following along, stick to your 4-color profile. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to bring in blue. I'm going to incorporate some blue. I'm going to do the lines in blue. And then let's go yellow here.
Miss Anya, I know it
Yes.
doesn't matter, but when you get a second, can I see the hex code for that pink? I can't get that shade of pink. And
Yes. Yeah.
thank you.
Uh-huh. All right. Group that together. Oh my God, it didn't even go. All right. Let me get you. Is that it right there? Mm. There we
Maybe.
go.
I was about to say, I was just about to
There
tell
we
you.
go. You got it? All right, so let me go back and get my sun rays and get them. Oh my God. And just zoom in. When that happens, just zoom in. Just zoom in like this. Get up on it. Just get up on it. That's gonna mess it up. All right, let's go yellow. Right click group. All right, yellow. Right click group. Okay, now we can go back out. All right, I'm gonna make this green, the palm tree green. Um, Let me see. I'm going orange here. And then I'm going white here. And I'm just getting all the outline right here. And I'm turning that all white. Oh, go back. Got something more in there that it shouldn't have had. Go back in. All right, I want all these pieces white. Bam. Group together. Okay. And then we're going to go yellow here, yellow there. We're going to go yellow here, yellow. And then we're going green here, green there, green there. Group that together. And we're going to leave the plain black. So I can print this. So you should have just stuck the 4 colors if you can't print more, unless you're going to put them pauses in there. Now, if you want to swap them colors out, baby, that's you a strong person if that's what you want to do. But yeah, you a real strong
I'm
person.
sorry, y'all. I got the thing kicked me out. What was the hex code for the pink?
Okay, the hex code for the pink was 1 second. Let me get the Doppler again.
I had to log on for my phone. This thing cutting up today.
All right, so it's EE00C1.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and so now if it's the same color, then basically let's just come in here and group it together. And it shouldn't be it shouldn't be hard because we already was grouping. So let's just go ahead and group everything that's the same color together. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to that next one. All right, that should be good. We should be good. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3. All right, so look, we're gonna use this one because I don't want to put that one on there. I don't want to put that one on there. So we're gonna put this one on here with this luggage. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna slap that one right over there. So let's go ahead and move that one to the side. And let's come on and grab this one. And we're gonna make this one just a little bigger. We're gonna go a little bigger. And let's actually put the luggage down here. And oop, go back. We're gonna move this up here. All right, and let's make this, let's turn that white. All right, so let's go ahead and make us a folder on our desktop because we about to start importing it. Let's call this luggage tag. If I misspelled it, oh well, y'all know I can spell. All right, so let me turn this page a different color real quick. All right, let's go ahead and group. Well, let's color that. Let's go green there and leave that white. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna do it all green. Let's go ahead and right click and group it together. And then now we can go ahead and do it. All right, so we're gonna start with the back piece. File, save selection, save to hard drive, SVG. We're gonna go get our luggage folder. I'm gonna call this pink back one. All right, and then backspace, get rid of it. Now let's click on the luggage. We're gonna click on file, save selection, save to hard drive, SVG, and we're gonna orange luggage. Number 2, because we know we're gonna import that piece second. Backspace, click on the green, save selection, save to hard drive, SVG. We're gonna name this green world, green world. Number 3. All right. So now let's go ahead and come and open up Tinkercad. And let's create 3D design. And we're going to start importing our first one. So let's click on import, choose file. We're going to go and get our folder. And let's grab number 1. Import. All right. Now let's drop a work plane down. Click on import, choose file, click on number 2. Let's click on the luggage. Press D to bring it up to the work plane. We're going to click on it. Press 2. We know our next piece is coming up here. We're going to grab a work plane and drop it down right here. Click on import, choose file. Click on number 3 for our green world. Import. All right, we're going to click on it. Press D on the keypad to bring it up to the work plane. Press 2. We're going to ahead and change the quality up. Let's go ahead and turn the color to green. Ew. Okay. Then let's turn the quality up. We'll leave that at pink. We'll color that. Go to the preset. Give me orange with that. All right. Grab your work plane, wrap that up. So now let's go ahead below. Let's click in here and we're going to change this to 5. And I'm okay with 5 thickness, but it's up to you. It's how thick you want it. We're going to highlight all of it. Press D to Put it back on the work plane. And it's that simple. It's that simple. It's decorated how you like it. And it's that simple. And that's the first one. It's already done. But now let's go ahead and put our slash in for our zip tie to go in. And I ordered I got different color zip ties. So you can color coordinate your zip ties with your luggage tags, depending on how you, decorate them and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and come over here and get a cube. All right. And you can go ahead and turn your solid into a hole. And there's an y'all know I just eyeball when it comes to my measurements. I don't really yeah. So let's go ahead and I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. So here's the measurements. So 4 by 10, guys. And then the height really don't matter. You just want to make sure it's tall enough for it to be. I'm in millimeters, love. So everything in 3D is in millimeters. But if you need me to come over the measurement, the inches for you real quick, I will. So you come over here to settings, click on metric, turn it to improve, and that'll turn it to inches for you. And here go the measurements. Okay. Yeah, so even though I don't really know millimeters like that, I still like working in them because everything's in it. So I'm learning though. I've been doing math. I've been doing math, y'all, and y'all would really be shocked. I've been doing math and I really like it. I'm not gonna lie, it's not as bad as y'all think it is. And I think if I come in here and start hitting y'all with the math and y'all see it, I think y'all like it too. Cause you'll see. All right, so now we're gonna click on this piece right here, our hole, and we're gonna click on our luggage tag base, and we're gonna click on the align tool. And just click on the base because that'll make sure nothing else moves when you go to align it. Okay? It'll only align with this. And I just align right here in the center. That's it. And once you get it aligned, once you got it aligned in the center, turn around, check it out. All right, let's go ahead and click on the base and let's click on the hole. And we're going to go ahead and union group it together. And just like that, we got our insert for our luggage tag, our zip tie insert, just like that. So now let's go ahead and export it. We're going to export it as an OBJ. Always export OBJs, guys. Extract. All right. Close out of that. Now we can go ahead and open up Bamboo. And I'm going to redesign these and make sure y'all get the final ones, and everything like that. Y'all know I be rushing and stuff when I be designing. I don't be liking my designs. Y'all know I redo them and get them up there for y'all. All right, so let's go to prepare. And we're going to click on file, click on import. Oopsies. All right, click on import. All right. And let's go ahead and import our Tinker. And we're going to click OK. And just like that, it came in. No issues, no repairs, none of that. Came over good. Good, good, good. All right, so now go ahead and add you a couple plates in there because we working. So we're going to import all of them. We're going to make this one project. So now let's go ahead and minimize Bamboo. And we're going to go back to Silhouette. So now let's go ahead and get our second one. Bring that over to the work area. One, why doesn't this look like the same color? All right, there we go. I was about to say that was looking weird. How many colors is this? One, two. Yeah, I need some more colors. I'm sorry. So stick to 4 colors. If you can't handle more than 4 colors, don't do what I'm doing, okay? Because I need some more colors. I need blue. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Then give me, let's ungroup that and make this yellow. Okay. All right. And then give me this and let's make this. Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead and click on the back and we are going to, now I'm going to, since we already finished the first one, I'm going to go ahead and delete them because we don't need them no more. They're already done. So now I'm going to go ahead and click on the back piece and let's go ahead and we're going to start over and do the same thing we just did to bring over the first set. So I'm gonna call this purple back 1. So purple back 1, then backspace. I know what happened. Don't worry about it. There you go. All right, let's click on the word traveling. Save selection, save the hard drive, SVG, and we're going to say travel blue. Travel blue and the number 2. Backspace. All right, so all that's grouped together. We're going to go ahead and save selection, save the hard drive, SVG. We're going to name this is number 3. All right, then click on the green. Oops. Click on the green, save selection, save the hard drive, SVG. We're going to call this green number 4. Green number 4. Let's click on the plane. Let's call this pink. Pink number 5. Therapy. Type in therapy. And number 6. My number 7. And then we're going to call this white swirl. White swirl. And that's number 8. Piece number 8. And bam, that's done. So now let's come back to Tinker. Now you can come and get you a new one. I don't have a problem with it. Our old one will still be right there, but we already exported that into Bamboo. So you can definitely open you up a new one. Click on import, choose file, and let's start with number 1. So piece number 1, boom. All right, that piece is purple. So let's go ahead and turn the quality up. We're going to change its color to purple. Grab us a work plane, import, choose file. Let's grab number 2. All right, let's click on it. Press D, bring it up. Let's go ahead and we're going to change that to 2. All right, grab a work plane, import. We are on piece number 3. Press D to bring it up. Go on the inside, change that to 2. We're going to change the quality up. We're going to turn the color. Change the color to yellow. Grab a work plane, drop it down, import. We are on piece 4, which is green. All right, click on it. D to bring it up. Go in the middle, change that to 2. We're going to turn the quality up, and we're going to turn the color to green. Grab a work plane, drop it down, import. We are on piece 5, which is pink. Let's bring it up. Turn the number to 2. Turn up our quality. Let's change our color to pink. Grab a work plane, import, choose file. We are on piece 6, which is therapy. Therapy is orange. Two. Let's go ahead and get us the color orange. All right, coming together, looking good. Drop your work plane down, import, choose file. We are on piece 7, which is my. Press D to bring it up. Turn up the quality. Change that number to 2. And we're going to turn that color blue. All right. How many more pieces we got left? Was that it? How many more pieces? That was mine. No, 8, the white swirl. All right, so drop the work plane down right here, import, and let's bring in piece 8, which is our white swirl. Open, import. Let's click on it, bring it up to the work plane, press D. Turn our quality up to 24. Change this number to 2, and let's go ahead and turn this color white. All right, looking good, looking good. All our pieces is in. Let's go ahead and grab us a work plane and wrap this up. All right, so now we're going to come behind here and we're going to change that to 5. And that's totally up to you. You could definitely change the number if you want to. Your liking, your thickness, your liking. So let's go ahead and bring that down to this work plane. All right, so now it's time to put our insert for our zip ties. I do not recommend, so I've seen people use like the cord, the Fox cord that you use for like remember when I did them Louis Vuitton bags and I had used the Fox cord, that string, like the cord string. Don't use that. Zip ties. You want to make sure you use zip ties for your luggage tags, guys. Yes, they're cute. It's cute, to twirl the string up and stuff like that, but that will come loose. And then they will lose their luggage tags, and now they can't even identify their bags at all because they don't have nothing on here. So, and I'll put the link up for the zip ties that I use through Amazon, for y'all. So then let's go ahead and we're going to get us a square. You can get it. It doesn't matter. These are the same. One's solid, one's whole. So if you get the solid, you don't do nothing but turn it into the whole. So either or, it's just habit sometimes. But all right, let's go ahead and all right. And we're gonna go ahead and let's line this up. We're gonna push this through some so it'll go through. And then we're gonna click on just the purple base and just our whole. And we're gonna click on a line. And remember, when you click on a line, I told you click on the base. So that way, when you click on the base, it's only aligning to the base. It's only aligning that piece to the base. And go there. And that's it. That's it. We're aligned the way we need to be. And let's go ahead, click there, and let's union group it together. And there you have it. There you have it. That piece is done. So now let's go ahead and export it. We're gonna export as an OBJ. Extract. All right, let's see if it'll import that way. Import. Let's go get it. Click OK. And bam, voila. There's our second luggage tag. They so cute. Oh, they so cute. I'm gonna redesign this one. I'm gonna redesign them, period. Because y'all know when I take my time with my designs, I do my thing. Don't play with me. But all right, let's go get our third one. All right, so now this is gonna be the one that we're gonna put our information on as well. This is just for class, so I can show y'all so we can do it together and show y'all how it's done and you know, all that good stuff. All right, so now let's go ahead and I'm gonna go wipe my folder clean because I don't need it. I don't need it. So delete. Boom. So now, whew, this is a lot. This is gonna be some work, guys. All right, that's what I get for doing too much. All right, so let's go ahead and bring the back. Let's grab the back piece. So click on File. Save selection, save the hard drive, SVG. Let's go get our luggage folder. And we'll name this Pink Back number 1. And then OK. Back. And then let's click on let's go ahead and start with travel. Let's group all that together. All right, so now let's click on travel, file, save selection, save the hard drive, SVG. We're going to say travel, white, and the number 2. All right, now let's click on time. So that's all grouped together. So click on time. We're going to do the same thing, guys. A lot of this is always repetitive. It becomes second nature after a while, for real. We're going to name this time orange, number 3. All right, let's go get the blue. All right, it's all grouped together. Save selection, save the hard drive. And we're going to call this blue. Blue number 4. All right. Now let's grab the yellow. We're gonna call this sun and number 5. Sun number 5. Sun yellow number 5. Sun yellow number 5. Backspace. Oop. Go back. And let's go ahead and get that in there. Group that together. And then we're just going to click on File, Save, go back, and we're just going to resave it over top of that. Bam. There you have it. It's that simple. All right, that's all grouped together. Now we're going to save this as green poem. We'll say green poem number 6. And then black plain number 7. All right. And then that's it. We are done in silhouette. We're done. So you can minimize it, close it. It's up to you. I leave mine up because we in here. That's where we at. We working in there. So all right. So now you can come and get you a new Tinker 3D design. Let's go ahead and click on import. Y'all should already know how to do this. 1 second. I'm teaching a class right now. 3D. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So let's go ahead and import. All right, we're going to click on that. We're going to turn our quality up to 24. We're going to go ahead and get our color. It's pink. Go ahead and grab a work plane, drop that down, click on import, and let's go ahead and grab piece number 2, which is travel, which is white. Press D to bring it up. 2. Because we're working with multiple pieces in here. You're importing multiple pieces in. So you have to create a work plane for it. You'll be able to customize it. For each one thinks that helps. Yes, ma'am. Yep. Yep. So because you're bringing in different pieces, it allows you to stack them on top of each other. So that's why we do it. So did I drop my work plane down, y'all? Travel. No, we didn't. Okay. So yeah, we brought in travel. We're gonna change that to white. All right. And then all right, so that's piece 2. Now let's go ahead and drop a work plane down. And let's go ahead and import piece 3. All right, and let's change that to 2. And we're going to turn its quality up. And this color was orange. So we're going to turn that orange. All right. And then all right, so let's grab a work plane, drop that down, import, choose file. So that was time. We are on number 4, which was our blue piece. All right, turn the quality up. Press D to bring it up. All right, change the 10 to 2. And let's go ahead and color our piece blue. All right, drop a work plane, import. We are on piece 5, sun yellow. Let's bring it up. Turn that to 2. Change the quality to 24. And this was yellow. Turn that yellow. All right, guys, it's coming together. All right, drop a work plane down. Import. That was 5. So we are on green palm, which is number 6. All right, let's bring it up. 2. Quality to 24. And we're going to change its color to green. Okay. All right. And let's go ahead and drop down a work plane. Drop down a work plane, import, choose file. And that was, so we are on black plane, which is piece 7. Press D to bring it up. Turn that to 2. Quality up to 24. We're going to go ahead and get our black. Grab a work plane, wrap that up. And voila. That's all our pieces in there, like that. So rather if you can print up to 4 colors or 8 colors, it could definitely be done. And that's why I said, you know what? I can't keep saying we can't do stuff that's more than 4 colors because we don't know who all got 2, 3, 4 AMSs or not. So if you can follow it, follow. If not, stick to what you can do. So now let's go ahead and we're gonna go to the back and let's change that to 5. All right. And then let's go ahead and highlight all this. Press D to bring it down to the work plane. All right. Now, let's go ahead and come and get our hole. And you could definitely do that. You could do that. You could do that. You ain't gotta be difficult like me. All right. So let's go ahead and we are going to click. That's the part I missed. What part left? This one right here. So we're gonna click on our hole. We're gonna click on our pink tag. And then we're gonna go ahead and click on the align tool. We're gonna click on the pink tag so it could just align with the tag. And just click for it to align in the center right there. And all right, so now click there. Okay, click here, and then union group it together. And as you see, I didn't do nothing. I didn't care about the E being right there because I knew it was going to slice beneath it, and put the hole beneath it, so it still can fit it'll still be able to fit the zip tie in it. So you don't have to worry about that. So that didn't disturb anything. But And just like that, we're done. So let's go ahead and highlight, export, export as an OBJ, extract. All right, so now we're gonna come over here. We're gonna click on file, click on import. We're gonna go get our OBJ. Bam, bam. All right, everything came over perfect. I am happy. So we got all three of our luggage tags now inside of Bamboo. This is where we're gonna complete this project at. Um, If you're OCD, you can definitely move this down, and that way you don't have to worry about that. That's going to buy. I'll make sure that it's not like that, but this is for tutorial purposes. Um, so now let's go ahead and let's finish these bad boys off in here. Like I said, you can offer these as a pack of three. You know what I mean? You can do three. You can do a 2-pack. You know, it's up to you. You can offer them one. It's totally up to you, but. Um, Me personally, I did a pack of three. All right, so now let's click on this one, and we're gonna come up here and get the text tool. And over here, just for tutorial purposes, we're going with Jane Doe. So we're gonna type name, and then we're gonna put that, and then we're gonna do Jane Doe. All right. And you click on this yellow box to move it down. Right here is where you go and you change the size of your text. This is the thickness. So I do 0.5. That's the thickness I like. It's totally up to you. I like mine to be kind of like embed inside of it. So I do 0.5. And like I said, you just size it to your liking. And once you're done, you click back on text, and then we can come over here. You can double click on it, and you can come over here on the left-hand panel, and you're just going to click right here, and we're going to change it to a different color. So let's go ahead and do, we're going to do orange. Let's see what it looks like in orange. All right, so we're going to do, a matter of fact, I'm going to do black. I'm going to do black because I didn't pull much black in. So let's go black. So, and just like that, and then you can double click on it. You can double click on it and you can change the font. You know, you can do whatever font you want. You can definitely change that. So let's go ahead and let me see what fonts I got over here. Okay, so Silhouette ain't picking up all these fonts because I knew I had a lot of new fonts. I got Creative Fabrica now. Yeah, my friends put me on. So I got all the fonts. All right, let's do. Why am I so picky? We're gonna go impact. I love impact. I do a lot of stuff in impact. So we'll go impact and then just size it up. All right. And bam. And just like that. So now we're gonna come back. We're gonna get another text shape, text tool. And this time we're gonna say phone. Phone. And then all right. It already has our thickness saved from the last one. So you don't have to do nothing with that. But as you can see, it is a little big. And plus, this is the phone number anyway. So we're going to go ahead and go down. We're going to go down. Yeah, we're going to shrink the phone number. All right. And then come over here and we're going to go ahead and turn it black. You can press 2. All right. And then one more. So you click on it, come get your text tool. In this one, you type in email. And then no email at noemail.com. All right. And then just shrink the text. And then come over here and we're going to turn that color to black. And then you can come and double click there and, move it down. You could have definitely added some more stuff to it. It's totally up to you. And just like that, that's it to doing your luggage tags. That is it. The sizing and making the luggage whole part. So what, you missed everything? You talking about as far as making this part? We did this part in silhouette. You'll be able to catch it. You'll be able to catch it on the playback. I'm gonna make sure y'all get this. And that's it. So now let's go ahead and slice our tags and let's see what we're looking at on print time. And then on this one right here, we can come here and click on text and we're going to say Jane. We're going to say Jane Doe. We're going to put Jane Doe right there. And then you move that there. And then you just come right here like that. And just fit that in there like that. Their name will be right here on the inside of this one. So let's go ahead. And then let's click on it and let's turn that color. Let's go. Let's go purple. And just like that. So now let's go ahead and slice. All right, so it's $1.10 for this one. It takes an hour and 24 minutes. It is $1.97. This one takes 3 hours. And this one cost me $1.84 and it takes 2 hours and 49 minutes. So basically, whichever time is the longest one, so 2 hours and 54 minutes, I can have a whole set of these done because I have multiple printers. I can have but you can also probably put some of these on the same plate. If you got a bigger printer, if you got an H2S, you definitely can line multiple up on the same plate if you got an H2S or bigger. So you can definitely line multiple of them up on a plate. Then you could even do like if you had a H2S, right? You could come over here and you could print by object. And it'll print by object. So it'll print one of these first and then move on to the next one before it start printing it. It'll complete this one before it start printing the next one. So I do print when I'm working on orders like these, I do print. I do a lot of print by object. But as you can see, you can only get 2 of them on there. It'll let you know how many you can fit in there and do it. But that's like if you wanted to take a piece off, take this one off. Say this one went to another order. Say this was just a single. Yes, that's what I paid. $47 for the whole year. Sure did. And it was worth every cent because if I show you how much money I spend on Etsy every day, and you added that up in a week of what I was just spending on SVGs, heck yeah, that's a great price. Like a great price. I spend that a day on Etsy, if not more sometimes. Like For real. So yeah, that's why my friends, where can you gonna be able to get them on the YouTube, love? I'm gonna make sure y'all get this after this class. This is our first class starting over from scratch. So yeah, so you could if you had two printers, you could definitely I'm so glad you finally got it. That part. So you could definitely you could print these. So if we printed this by object on your H2S, let's see what we looking at on a print time for these. All right, 4 hours and 48 minutes, and it only takes $3.50. So I would definitely, if I offered these as a pack of three, all together, what was we looking at? Like, what was it, like $6 altogether to print this? I would at least sell these as a set of three for like $25, $30. Easy. You can make that. Easy. So at least a minimum at 25. I sold my three pack for $10 a tag. So that I'm basically $30 for three of them. So this is definitely a hot item for the summer that you could definitely boom off of, and it does not cost that much to print, and it is very good on print time. Any questions? Anybody got any questions? Because that was the end of our first project with the luggage tags.
Yeah, I just asked what else is a must have? Silhouette Business Edition, Creative Fabrica. What else is suggested?
Pinker Cat. I think really that's it. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Tripio. I'm not gonna lie. Chat GPT. If you are not paying for Chat GPT, you should be, because you're limited to what you could do if you're not paying for it. I don't want y'all spending a whole bunch of money and stuff like that, but we try to keep it to a minimum. If everything's in a nice bracket, so with everything that I got going on, I don't mind that price for everything I'm paying for. So Chat GPT and Tripio, I love it. Cause see, let me show you what's up with Tripio, right? So
Addison, stop.
yes.
I knew you heard me say stop. When a person says stop, you stop.
So this is Tripio. If you're familiar with Meshy AI, then Tripio is a similar platform, but better. But better. And I will not lie to you. See, I'm not signed into mine. Oh my God. What? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I'm signed in downstairs. That's right. That's right. Hold on. Let me see if I can get in my account, y'all. But I use this for my sculptures. I use this for my sculptures, guys. So let me show you what Tripio do. I don't know if she posted this in class, I mean in the group yet, but I was able to help someone with a sculpture the other day. So I know this is how I accomplish, this is where I do this at. This is where I do this at. I go in Chat GPT and then I come in here. But look at my aunt. I think I paid $20 for this program. I think so. Look at my aunt and her sister. Like, look at the texture. Look at the hair.
Would those
Like
come out in color?
you can do them in color, but you're gonna be a week. Like I
Oh,
went
okay.
there. Yeah. I went there. I went there. But Yeah, this is what this is for. Meshy, I don't like meshy. And you gotta go through a lot with meshy. You gotta go through a lot. You gotta go through a lot. But um chat chat GPT, I pay $20 a month for that. So let me show you how so when it comes to doing those statues, right? Let's see here. What is going on? Go back, go back, go back. All right. No. Uh, where is it? Okay, I need to start. I hate this because I be in here and that's, and see, you come in here, do your mock up, and that's how your luggage tag gonna look. That's how your luggage tag gonna look, y'all. But you want to use the zip ties because you do not want them people. You do not want them people to lose their luggage tags. I can't find it. Where did I do it at? I must have did it on my phone. I did. I did. It's not gonna come up. Yeah, it's not gonna come up. All right, because I was gonna show y'all how I did that, but let me see if I can find another one. Let me see. All right, so this was the original image, and this is all I prompted. Turn him into a 3D sculpture, add a round solid base, no text, add angel wings to his back, but make them look like they belong in his back. Stay true to his features, don't change nothing. And after I took it from chat, then I take it into Tripio, and then from Tripio, I take it into Bamboo. So that is the sculptures. That's how you do that with the sculptures. Um, so yeah. If y'all don't have any questions about the luggage tags, then we can go ahead and move on to our next project.
Yeah, I do have a question. I know we don't follow trends,
It's okay.
but have you seen the large letters?
I did. So
I'm just a
some
teacher, and I was just like, oh God, I could see my classroom with letters everywhere.
all right, so which ones are you talking about? Are you the ones are you talking about the ones like on the box?
Yeah,
The
well, they
stackable ones?
stackables.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
stackables.
just see them
Okay. Oh
everywhere in
my
my
God, so many people.
classroom.
So listen, y'all. I don't want y'all to feel afraid to reach out to me and say, I know we don't follow trends. Listen, if the trend make us some money, we gonna hop on it, okay? But
Yeah,
what
they
it
are
is
too
with me,
cute.
I just want y'all to learn to get creative. If you see something trending, instead of hopping on a trend, why not find another way to, you know what I mean, to do it different. Like for instance, with the TV phone, everybody that came to me with the retro TV phone thing, my whole thing was, why not let's find a different thing to do the phone stand on? You know what I'm saying? That was my whole thing. All right, somebody then did that. So let's go ahead and let's come out with something else. But yeah, I seen them. They're cute. I don't mind that. So what you want to do? Now, I will help teach a class for this because even though this is free, it's something free on there. But I want to teach a class on this. I'll teach this because we can use our own designs. You know what I mean? Customize it our way. So I'll add this to the syllabus for next week if y'all don't, if that's what y'all want.
Okay, we can make it since school is starting. Think
Well,
about it, even
yes,
with grades on it. Because I mean, I know well, from what I saw, most of them was like for your home, and they were doing it like in bedrooms, but just kind of like outside in the schools. As far as you could probably even sell these to schools with school names on them and their logos.
yes, 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 absolutely. So yes, so like I said, when it comes to the trend, don't think that we ain't going to follow. some trends, because that is not the case. We'll follow them if it's going to make some money. So back to school, a lot of that same stuff is trending. You know what I mean, for the back to school. So I was planning on, we was going to have, time for back to school to start working on that, because that school time's coming. So the pencil holders, all that type of stuff, we're going to knock all that out. We're going to knock all that. So, all right. Okay. Anything else? No problem. All right, well, let's go ahead. We're going to dive into next thing is up. We're going to go ahead and do a memorial lamp. So now let's go ahead and get foul. All right, let's get 81. We're going to start with 81. All right, so now let's click file, click merge, and let's bring in our image. That is 81. Come on now, y'all know I can't see. I can't see. Where is it? I didn't put it on my desktop. That's why. Damn. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. I want to turn my page. Right. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's size this up. Let's see where we're going to go with this. All right, I kind of like making the bases. And being y'all like being able, who all completed one of them where you put the who completed it? I want to do this in this style right here. Hold on. Hold up. Let me see. All right, hold on. And then we could because we can put a base on this one. Because since this already got a round circle, I was thinking about making this round, and we go ahead and we put a base. Make you stick something in it and put a base on this and let this stand up. Uh let's go ahead and do that with this one. But this one right here I did. I like making these bases now. I like making these bases. So y'all want to do a base and you stick this in, you got to glue that in there and there. We'll do that like this style. Oh, and I left something out too with the NFC tags. Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back too. Also, with these, you can also put the luggage tags. You can also put NFC tags in these too, guys. Don't forget that. Now, if you put NFC tags in here, you could take these up to $35, $40 for a set of 3. You know what I'm saying? By just putting an NFC tag in here. And we already went through that, but we can definitely revisit that and go over that again. We can make these with putting the NFC tag. Matter of fact, I'll go do it right now. Let's go do it right now. Let's go do it right now. Go back to Tinker, because that could definitely boost the price on these for the summer by putting the NFC tag in them versus, putting the information on the outside of them. You know what I'm saying? So let's go over here real quick. And let's go ahead and open up. And let's just come back and tinker this. All right, so if this customer wanted to do an NFC tag in theirs, you basically just going to come over here. You're going to get you a cylinder. All right. We're going to go ahead and take that down to 3. And then we know our NFC tags are 25, 25 millimeters. So we're going to put 27 in here. All right. Now, let's come over here. I'm just going to put that in there like that. All right. And then let's move that up. And bam. And bam. Just like that. Your NFC tag is hidden in there. And then you can come and turn that into a hole. And you see your NFC tag in there. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. And then you can add $10 more on there for this. You know what I'm saying? Easy. So let's go ahead and turn that back into a solid.
Can I ask a
Okay.
question while you in here that it don't have nothing to do with this, but what do you use to make the um can opener? Like what's the thing you used for the can opener? The square?
What you mean?
You know, the tab opener for the
I
when they
don't make tab openers. How many times have y'all heard me say I hate tab openers?
I never heard you say it. That's why I
Did you?
asked. I never
Yeah,
heard
I don't
you.
like them. I don't make them.
Okay, that's why I
Yep.
never seen one. Okay.
Yep. I don't make them. Yep.
All
So if
right.
you seen them on my website, I pay somebody else to make tab openers for
I
me.
never seen them. Okay.
Yep. Yep. And that's why I haven't taught a class on them. I'm
Mhm.
traumatized. Okay. The first class I watched on tab openers traumatized me. The piece didn't work. I printed 30 freaking tab openers and come to find out it was the piece that didn't work. So that frustrated me and it traumatized me, and I ain't revisited yet. Now I got a good piece. I know I can do tab openers, but I just ain't. I don't like them, to be honest with you. They drive me nuts. I'm burnt out with tab openers and koozies, so that's why I just never went to go try to make one again. But yeah, I don't do them. All right, and let's go ahead. I messed up, y'all, because normally I like to go back. Let me go back for a second because let me just go here real quick. We're going to do this. All right. Now let's go ahead and put it in here. All right. And then hold down the shift key and now click on that and union group it together. All right. And there you have it. And just like that, and then you can come click here and click on hold and your NFC tag is in there. So now let's go ahead and we're going to re-export this and we're going to go ahead and I'm gonna show you how to import it. I mean, add your pause real quick.
What did you mess up on? You changed it from a 3 to a 1?
No, I had because I couldn't get back inside of it to get the shape. So I had to
Um,
go back and move it out and then reposition it in there and then click on the purple piece to union group it.
okay.
So I didn't mess up nothing else. So that's what I was saying. So yeah, let's go ahead and extract. Did we extract that? Let's extract it again if we didn't. All right, so now let's come back to Bamboo and we're going to delete this one because we just redid it. So let's go ahead and click on import. All right, and then let's go back and get our Tinker. It's going to be this one because it had the same name. All right, click OK. And then now we're going to slice that. All right. So now we're going to come over here to the right-hand side and we're going to drag this down until we see our hole for our NFC tag. All right. And you want to put your paws, you want to insert your paws right before the hole closes up. So as you can see, I'm about to go back up and that's when the hole starts closing at 21. So I know I want to put my paws at 20. Okay? So we're going to right click, add pause. And it's that simple, guys. The machine is going to pause. When the machine pauses, you insert your tag. Once you insert your tag should have already been programmed. You should have already assigned either your contact information, your song, whatever it is, your video, whatever it is you're assigning to it should have already been done. Because by the time you put it in here and press play on your printer, this is going to close that up. It's a done deal. And just like that, that's how you can put your NFC tags and your luggage tags. And that takes them up, boost the price up on them. Any questions? And then reslice. Don't forget to reslice once you add your pause. Click reslice because if you click print without reslicing it, that pause is not going to register. Any questions? All right, so let's go ahead and move back to our lamp. All right, so now let's go ahead and we're gonna size this up. And I'm gonna probably do like 6.5. Yeah, like 6.5 is fine for me. So now I'm gonna think about my colors. And I want my feather. I'm gonna ungroup this. Oh, I can't. What do I okay, I can only change them. Okay. I can change that. Okay. All right. So I know I want this feather blue. I want this a pretty blue. So we're gonna go ahead. Matter of fact, we're just gonna do all of it that color. And then we're gonna do our words a different color. So let's right click, let's hold down the shift key, click on all these little pieces right here. And we actually gonna uncheck them because they're not a part of that branch. We're gonna do them a different color. So let's just grab the branches and right click, group it together, hold down the shift key, click on the feather, right click, group it together. So all that will come over together in one piece. Let's go ahead and let me see. We'll do what color would go good with this? We'll leave it black and do a white back. So nope, let's go ahead and click on the feather and let's come over here and get the offset tool. Click on offset and let's go ahead and just play with the offset. All right, and I'm cool with that. Click apply. All right, now. All right, we turned our offset white. The offset is real small. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're gonna come over here and get our ellipse tool and let's just draw a circle down. Okay. And let's make it 6 by 6 evenly, 6 all around. All right. And then right click and send the back. And let's put it behind there. And that's how we're gonna fill that in right there. Hold down the shift key, click here, right click, and let's weld that together. Go back, let me see. Oh yeah, it can weld. We don't need that inside part. That was just that outline. Go ahead, weld it. Let me see. But it takes them dots away. But I ain't really worrying about them dots. I'm cool with them. Oh, they right there. We can bring them up. All right. So now, bring to the front. Bring to the front. And then bring to the front. And then now, bam. There we go. All right. So once you get it to your liking, we're going to go ahead and leave the words. I guess we're going to leave the words black. Make sure everything is spelled right. Because I would hate for your customer to get it and be like the words is misspelled on there. That would drive me crazy. So now let's go ahead and start exporting. So now we're gonna come out here and I'm just gonna delete all this out of here and we're gonna use that same folder. Um, so let's start here. Let's click there. File, save selection, save the hard drive, SVG. What folder are we in? Desktop, right? Luggage tags. All right, we're gonna call this white back 1.
Stop.
Yes. All right, now let's click on the Tiffany blue SVG. We're gonna call this feather. Feather 2. And then we can go ahead and highlight all that, group that together. And then let's go ahead and click File, Save Selection, save the hard drive, SVG. And we're gonna call this Words Black. Number 3. All right. So now let's come over here to Tinker and let's get us a new Tinker. We're going to click on Import, choose File. Let's bring in white back number 1. Turn that up. Change its color to white. Get a work plane. Import. Number 2, feather. Let's click on it. Bring it up to the work plane. Let's press 2. Let's turn the quality up. We're going to change its color. That's cool. Change its color. And then now grab a work plane, drop it in the middle because we know that's where the words are going. And grab our black words. All right. So now let's click here. Bring it up to the work plane. Let's press 2. Turn up the quality. And let's go ahead and change the color to black. All right. So now let's go ahead and wrap up this project. And then, so now let's go ahead to the back. And lamps start at 75. So I seen somebody had put in the group the other day, she thought her lamp was too big. She had asked, was it too big or whatever? And it's totally up to you. You know what I'm saying? It's to your liking. So I start at 75, so we're gonna do 75 on this one. Ooh, this is cute. That is cute. I love that blue. It's pretty. All right. Let's press D to bring it up. All right. So for right now, because we need to move stuff around and we ain't got time to be fooling around with Tinker, we're just going to group everything together just for now, just so we can move like we need to without no problems. So first things first, let's stand our lamp base up. So let's stand it up at a 90-degree angle. All right. Then we're going to highlight it, press D to bring it up to the work plane, just like that. So now you're going to come over here to basic shapes and click on your creations. You should have a neck. If you don't, I have a neck. If you're my Patreon member, this neck is available on the website. So let's go ahead and move it up. And let's go ahead and start aligning it. All right. So click on the align tool. And we're going to align here. And we're going to align here. So now we know we got it centered. All right. Also, duplicate, when you're coming in here working, I'm going to start doing that more often too for y'all. I don't do it on camera and I need to, but I always duplicate at least once or twice and put it to the side just in case if I ever mess up. That is a great tip. So always duplicate it and put it to the side just in case. So now once we got our neck in there, I'm just going to click on that and I'm going to ungroup it. And then see, it goes back. So now I'm going to turn it to the side. I'm going to click on the neck. I'm going to turn it to a hole. I'm going to hold down the shift key and click on the lamp base. And I'm going to union group that together. And that gives me my hole for my neck. And just like that, we're done. Now this will stand up by itself. It don't need a base at all. I thought the shape wasn't going to be enough to stand up. So that's what I was worried about, why I said I was going to do a base, but we're still going to do a base. Because we're going to offer it two ways. We're going to offer it with a base or without a base. So let's go ahead and highlight this and we're going to export just this one. Export it as an OBJ. Let's go ahead and extract. And then we're going to open this one up and bring it in Bamboo. But we're still going to come back over here because we're going to work on a base. We're going to work on a base for that. So let's put that to the side. And then actually, let's go ahead and duplicate that one. And we can throw this one away. Because now, go back. All right. Put that to the side. Hold on. All right. All right. There we go. Sometimes it's a little tricky. Now we just throw that one to the side. Throw that one away, I mean. And now we got to back up just in case if anything happens with this one. All right, so we done exported that. Let's go ahead and open this up in Bamboo and make sure everything's okay. And then we're going to come back and make a base for it. That was the one that was misspelled, y'all. Look, we're going to open it up. That is pretty. You see these bases? I love these bases now with these lamps. Oh my God, they look so nice. But look, it said meat, M-E-A-T. And this was a file I purchased off of Etsy. Yeah, so this is a waste. Down the drain. I had to pull it. I had to pull it. So, all right, let's go to new project. All right, and then let's click on import. And let's import. Click OK. And bam. Oh, that lamp is pretty. I love that blue. That is pretty. It's simple. It is really pretty. And voila, there you have it. We got a memorial lamp. Y'all will have all these files. Patreon members, y'all know y'all will get all these files afterwards. So we're gonna go ahead and lay it on his back because we ain't gonna print it standing up. And let's go ahead and slice this bad boy up. See what we working with. Oh, we need some supports. So it able supports. We did that row. Don't freak out and panic, guys. Calm down. It's okay. 7 hours and 12 minutes to print that. And that is not bad because that is a decent sized lamp. That is not bad at all on print time. All right. So now let's go ahead and do a base. So boom. We're gonna come over here and let's go ahead and raise this up like such. All right. I don't touch my settings. I don't do anything to my settings. Nothing. But it's on whatever is the general. %15%. But I don't yeah, I don't touch my settings. Now if this would have sliced and you couldn't see this, then I would have changed my settings to a can opener. So for this, I print my lamps in PLA. I print all my lamps in PLA. I print all my lamps in PLA. But if these words would have been faded, then that would have meant that the text was too small. The only times I play with my settings on my lamp bases, if it's something is too hard to read, then I have a profile over here for things with small text. And I will put that profile on and then just reslice it and it goes through. So I don't really never have no issues or whatever. But all right, let's go ahead and do our base. All right, so we're gonna come over here to basic shapes and we're gonna get us, let me see. Let's get us a cylinder. And it's to your liking. It's totally to your liking. So let's do 125 by 75. That should be good. Yeah, that should be good. I'm fine with that. All right, so now we basically, we'll go ahead and we're going to do 15. We're going to do 15. Or I actually like 12, to be honest with you. I like 12. Yeah, I like 12. All right, we'll do 12. So here's the measurement, 75 by 125 by 12. So now I'm going to come over here to the right and I'm going to pay with the bevel. Okay? And I'm going to play with the sides. And so I get it to my liking. And then you could play with the segments. You could play with the segments right here. And then once you get it to your liking, we're going to come over here and now let's get us another cylinder. All right. So now this one, we're going to go 25 25 there. And then let's go. Let's go 75 here. All right. So now let's duplicate this and turn that one into a solid. Cause well, matter of fact, we're gonna back up. Let me slow down. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's bevel this piece first. So let's turn this piece into a whole solid. And let's go ahead and bevel it first. Let's play with the bevel on it. You can play with your segments. You can play with your sides. All right, now let's turn this white. And let's turn this. Is that the blue? Right there. Okay. All right. Or no, let's do the opposite way around. Bone. And then bone. Okay. All right. So now once you get that bevel to your liking, um, I'm actually going up. I'm gonna go up to I think I want to go up to 100. Yeah, I'm cool with 100. All right. So now click on that, and now we're going to duplicate that. All right. So you can come up here and click on duplicate, or you can do Control D. And then we're going to put that one to the side. So now we can go ahead and turn this one into the hole. Well, actually, let's duplicate it one more time because we got to put a hole in our base and in our lamp. We got to put the hole in both places. So let's go ahead and duplicate that again. So we can go ahead and turn that into the side, the hole. Let's go ahead and turn this one into the hole. So first, let's go ahead in the base. So let's go ahead and put this piece in here. We're going to select both of them, align. Let's align it in the center there and align it in the center there. All right. And then we're going to come here and look at the bottom. Now you can click on this. Now the snap grid is set right here in the bottom right hand. What's changed in that profile? What you mean? In what profile? The bottom right hand corner is the snap grid. You can press your keypad up and down on your keypad. All right. And that'll move that up. So each time you move it up, it's moving up a millimeter. Okay. So you can use that, or you can come over here and click on it and move it up like that. It's totally up to you. Totally up to you. But the print profile you use for small text. All right, I can pull it up for you so you can see. Give me 1 second. When we get back over there, I'll pull it up for y'all. All right, so now you don't see it peeking at the bottom. So then you can go ahead and click on both. And let's go ahead and union group it together. And just like that, you got your hole for your base. So now, let's go ahead and bring this one over. And then we can actually go ahead and we're going to highlight both of them. And we're going to union group that together. Just for a moment. Just for a moment. All right. So now let's bring that piece there over here. And we're going to highlight as such. And we're going to align it here and here. Okay. And then click off of it. And then let's come up from the bottom like this. And let's click here. And let's click the triangle right here. And let's just push it up. Just a little. Let's push it up in there. All right. And then you could click on your solid, turn it into a hole, and peek in there and see, and make sure. And yep, that's good enough. That's enough. And then you can come here and turn that back into a solid. So now, let's go ahead and click here and click here and union group it together. Okay, I think Tinker's tinkering. All right, let's try it again. So click here, union group. There we go. And just like that. So our this will fit in here and right in here. And I would just put a little bit of glue on there. You can use E6000, Gorilla Glue. I use 3D glue. But yeah, any glue works. And then so now we're gonna go ahead and highlight that. And let's bring that down to the work plane. Press D to bring that down to the work plane. So now we're going to have to export each of these pieces. So let's click on this piece and we're going to go ahead and name it. Oh my God. Oof. All right. Where'd my piece go? Okay, that's all right. So we're going to click on it, but let's come up here and let's name it. We're going to say, blue pole. Let's name it blue pole. And let's click on that and let's click export. We're going to export that piece as a STL. And then you can go ahead and put that to the side. And then let's click on here and we'll name this piece white base. All right. And then click on that and click on export. And we're going to export that piece as a STL as well. And we can just put that piece to the side. And then we'll go ahead and get our lamp base. And we're going to click on export and we're going to export this piece as an OBJ. But let's name it. So let's go lamp base. I'm gonna say lamp base class. And then let's go ahead and export it. OBJ, boom. We already know we're going to extract it. Now, let's come over here. So we're going to offer this as a set. If you're on a digital side, if you're trying to learn to create files, to sell files on your website, and you wanted to offer this to other creators as a set with or without the base, you know what I'm saying? That could be an option. So let's go ahead and click on an empty plate. We're going to click on, yes, you can, love. So if you do, so yes, we walked over that. So in Tinkercad, to do that, you click on basic shapes and click on your creations. And so say I wanted to keep this piece right here. Say I wanted to keep this piece for when I do these lamps. I want to always be able to use this same piece to be able to for my base. So you would just basically click on it, create shape, name your shape. So we're going to name this base pole. And lock part to size. So that way it's locked at its size and then click save shape and bam. So now that piece is always going to be there just as well as my base. If I don't want to have to create this base no more, then all I'm going to do is click on my base, create shape, and we're going to call this lamp. Let's do lamp base. Lamp base white. I'm going to just say lamp base white. And lock part the size and save shape and bam, my base is right there. So that's how you do that. But okay. All right, so now let's go to import and let's start bringing in our pieces. So let's bring in the white base. So boom, let's go over here, click on objects, and let's paint that white. All right, now click here, click on File, Import, and let's bring in the pole. And all right, and color the pole. And then let's come over here and let's click on import and let's bring our lamp and our lamp base in. Bam. And okay. And bam, everything came over. Nothing needed repaired. Nothing, no manifold edges missing. So then basically, then I'll come and lay that on his back. All right. So then you could basically come here and we're going to title our pages. So we're going to call this poll. Let's say poll. That's the poll. And then you can come here and say base. All right. And then you could say lamp without base. Right there. And then you come here and boom. You say lamp with base. And voila. You're done. That's it. And we're going to come over here to global. We already got our supports on, and we're going to go ahead and slice this bad boy up. Anybody got any questions? Oh my God, I love these colors. This is so pretty. So, and the one with the base, with us adding that, is 7 hours and 19 minutes. Our base is 48 minutes and 7 seconds. Our pole is 47 minutes and 11 seconds. And that one is 7 hours and 13 minutes. And it's that simple. So then we're going to do one more thing to it. We're going to do one more thing. Let's do one more thing to it because we're going to add an NFC tag in it. So now you got this lamp 3 ways. You got this 3 different ways. With a base, without a base, and with an NFC tag. That's 3 different price brackets for you too. Give me 1 second. Let me turn my air off in my room. It's cold. Hold on. Okay. Whew, I was freezing in here. All right, so now let's go ahead and put us an NFC tag in here. So just like somebody had just asked in the comments right there, right? We can go ahead and delete this because we don't need none of this no more. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all this. All right. So now let's go ahead and we're going to lay it back down. This is the one with the base. All right, and this is about to take it. This is about to take it to a whole nother level. This is about to take it to a whole nother level. We're adding an NFC tag in it now. Oh. All right, so now let's drop that down to the work plane. So now, like prime example, let's go ahead and let's come back to basic shapes and let's go ahead and get us a cylinder. That's a hole already. And we're going to go ahead and put our measurements in 27 by 27. All right, and then we're going to drop this down to like 5. At 4. I'm cool with 4. We'll do that at 4. So then you want to save this so that way your measurements and stuff is already there and you do, your NFC tags, or even if you don't do a lot of them, but you still want to just save this shape, so it's already done. You already have the measurements and everything locked in. You're going to click on your creations, create shape, and let's go ahead and name it NFC tag. NFC tag, and then we're going to lock part to size and save shape. And just like that, our NFC tag is in here. So yeah, it's that easy, guys. And let's come over here. And all right, so now let's move this up. And let's bring it over. And let's go ahead and I want to put it, I think it should be in the feather. I like it in the feather. I think if they scan the feather, that'd be dope. And it play like a you know what I mean, a nice memorial song. Um, that'd be real nice. So let's go ahead and all right, now let's move it down like such. And oh nah, I don't know. All right. And then while that's highlighted, hold down the shift key and then click the outside of the lamp. And we're going to union group that together. And bam. And then you can click on this and there you have it. There you have it. There's your hole for your NFC tag. So now that turns that into a whole nother lamp. All right. So now, all right. So now we can go ahead and export this. Of course, OBJ per usual. Downloads. Extract. All right, now let's come over here, file, import, downloads. Let's bring in a new one. Okay, everything came over fine, perfect. Let's go ahead and click on that. Let's lay it on its back. All right, and now that we finished that, let's go ahead and insert our paws. So let's slice the plate so we can insert our paws for our NFC tag. Anybody got any questions? Okay. We've been going 2.5 hours. All right. Okay. So now let's come over here to the right. And all right. So it starts closing at 372. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. Y'all see that? It's putting support in our hole on the inside. So let's go over here. We're gonna click on global, go back to supports, and we're gonna put our supports on build plate only. All right, and then let's go ahead and reslice it, and that will fix that. You see, took care of that. Got rid of it. All right. So right here, yeah, it starts closing there. Yeah. So right here, we're gonna go ahead, right click, add pause. And you're done. That is it. And we got 3 different lamps. We did 3 different lamps in one wop. Not bad. Any questions? All right, moving on to the next one. So let me go ahead and save this because I'm gonna make sure y'all get all these on the Patreon. We gonna
You
call
can
this.
take a commercial break, get you some water, or use the bathroom, Anya.
Okay.
Just hit pause on it, and it'll pause it right there.
Okay. Feather lamp. All right, and then we just gonna save that. And that's it. All right, so I'm gonna take a bathroom break real quick. Um, let me see. All right, screenshot, screenshot, and screenshot. And that's all I do for that's those settings right there. All right, so I'm gonna pause let's go ahead and play the recording. All right. So now the next image we're gonna work with is going to be, let me see. All right. And I should be done by, I'm try not to go past 10:20. Get y'all out of here. All right. We just did that one. Did this one. All right, we're gonna go with this one. So image 19, SVG 19, on the Patreon, 11 memory 19. So let's go ahead and go inside silhouette. And click on merge. Let's go ahead and bring in 19. I really don't like that. I don't like the layout of this. Maybe we can change it around a little bit. Yeah, we can. Let's change it around. So we're going to do our own thing with this. So let's go ahead and click on always. And let's group that together. And then click on here. And then we're going to group all this together. And then click on these hearts and click on mind. Let's right click and group that together. And then let's click here and do the same thing, guys. And double check and make sure everything is spelled correctly. I am not going to stress that enough now that that happened to us, because I don't ever want that to happen again. Like, for real. I don't want people thinking I'm like, I ain't even spell it. I can spell. I know how to spell. All right, so now we got all that grouped together. Let's go ahead and let's get our colors. So I'm gonna go purple. I'm gonna go purple. I'm gonna change my let's change my page setup back to white. And let's go purple. I want that. We'll go purple and then the pink and then purple again. All right. And then we're gonna go either black or white on our base of our mirror. So we can actually move these to the side. Oh, I got it. We don't even need that. So guess what? Get rid of it. Delete it. All right, let's move them to the side and let's go ahead and start building our mirror. So come over here to the right-hand side and we're going to get the rounded rectangle and just come down and draw on there and then unselect it. So let's go ahead. We'll change our page. We'll go black on our page and then we're going to go white on this piece. So now let's do, so the rectangle mirrors, they have, I use 4x6 and I already have them up on my Amazon list. So we know for sure 4x6. So let's go ahead and okay, well, we'll just turn it. All right, so we're going to turn this piece gray because we know this piece is going to be our mirror. This is going to be where our cutout for our mirror. So now we're going to build around it. I'm still not liking, I don't think I like the shape of this, but we're going to run with it. We're going to try to make it work. So let's go ahead and let's create an offset. And it's to your liking how big you want your offset. It's totally up to you. But I'm gonna just play around with it. All right. You know what? We're gonna scrap. All right. We're gonna do something a little different because I don't like the shape of the way of these words and the mirror we going. So this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. All right. Boom. We're gonna go a little off course. We're gonna put that piece to the side. Let's go ahead and we're gonna fill this piece in. Let's go ahead and fill this piece in white. And we're gonna turn that piece back up this way. All right. This is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do this. And actually, we're gonna get rid of this because we're not gonna use this. We're gonna make this like we're gonna do something different. We doing our own thing. So let's go ahead and just delete that and get rid of that. So now I actually want to go bigger on this. I actually want to go bigger on this. All right. Okay, boom. Now let's go ahead. Let's send this to the back and let's start lining up our text on the right side. Line it up accordingly to how you like it. All right. You can size it down. And we're just gonna size it and align it up over here. However you like. It's totally up to you. And then we're gonna come over here Get this one. Bring that piece there. And then bring that one there. And let's go ahead and bring that down a little bit. All right. And once you got that lined up perfectly, we're gonna leave this area for something else over in bamboo. We're gonna put the name and dates, and stuff like that on here. So now come over here to the left hand panel and get the ellipse tool, and we're gonna hold down the shift key and just draw out a circle like that and then unselect it. We can come over here, turn it gray because we know that's going to be for our mirror. This is where we're going to put our mirror at, right here. So let's go ahead and come up here, and we're going to take this down to 2 inch because this is going to be for the 2 inch mirror. And let's put that there. And actually, now we can go up. Let's go up. Let's do 3 inch. Let's do 3 inch. Will that work? We can make it work. We can make it work. So let me see what's the width on this. Yeah, we can make that work. Yeah. And let's just go ahead and shrink that down a little bit. And line that up like that. And bam. Bam. Just like that. We got our layout. All right, so now let's go ahead and we're going to start exporting. So let's go ahead and we're going to delete everything out of there because we don't need it. And we'll delete the name. We ain't got to change the name. So let's go ahead and start with the white back. So click on File, Save Selection, save the hard drive, SVG, and we're going in our memorial lamp. We're going to name that White Back. White Back number 1. Okay. Backspace, get rid of it. Now let's click on our circle piece. We're going to click File, Save Selection, Save to Hard Drive. And we are going to name that piece Gray Mirror. Gray Mirror. And number 2. Backspace. All right, so now we can group all the purple together and bring all the purple in at the same time. So let's go ahead and group that. And then we're going to click on File, Save Selection, Save to Hard Drive, SVG. We're going to call this Always Purple. And number 3. Backspace. Click on here and here. Right click, group it together. File, Save Selection, Save to Hard Drive, SVG. We're going to name this Pink Forever. Pink Forever number 4. All right, we're done with Silhouette. So now let's come over to Tinker. And we're going to go ahead and start us a new one. All right, click on Import. All right, we're going to start with number 1. You can always click right here and check your size and make sure. And you know what? We can actually make this piece like we can make this hang up. You know what I'm saying? This could be some a wall piece. So the size, we know it'll fit at least, we know it'll fit a A1 mini. I mean, an A1. Um, we're in the correct measurements. So let's go ahead and up the quality. Let's go ahead and turn the color to white. And then we're going to go ahead and drop a work plane down. Click on import, choose file, click on number 2. Let's bring that up. Turn up the quality. We're going to turn the color gray. It really don't matter. Um, really don't matter, but that's all we're going to do to that piece for now. Now let's go ahead and grab a work plane, drop it down, import, choose file, number 3. All right, press D to bring it up. Let's bring up the quality. This was purple, I think. So we'll go ahead and turn that purple. And then we'll go ahead and turn that to 2. Change the 10 to 2. All right. And then go to drop your work plane down here because we know the other words is going in there. So import, choose file, um, pink forever, number 4. Yeah, we'll make this a wall hanging piece. So let's click here and let's turn our quality up. Press D to bring it up. Turn that to number 2 and change its color to pink. All right. And now we are finished. So let's go ahead and get a work plane and wrap that up. So now let's check this out. So you see this is at 10. So I want to make this, let me see what 15 looks like. Yep, I'm cool with 15. I'm cool with 15. So put 15 in for the back. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and click on our gray mirror and we're going to go ahead and turn that to a hole because this is going to be the cutout actually for the mirror. So let's go ahead and you can actually turn your solid into a hole and then click back on your hole and you can, pay attention, see how much you're peeking down in there. And if you see this number right here moving, you went down a negative 4 millimeters into your object. So that's another way that can help you understand how you're going down, if you're moving it in the right direction or not. So now let's click back on our hole and turn that back into a solid. And I'm gonna go down just all right. Let me see. I want to peek one more time and then turn this into a solid and then let you see how far you peeked into it. All right, cool. Now turn that back to a hole. Turn your hole back to a solid. Now we're going to click on our insert and click on the white and we're going to union group that together and bam, that's our cutout for our mirror. Our mirror fit perfectly inside of there. So now, okay, I don't think I have that piece up here. Okay, so let me see. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. So it's up to you. Or you could have just put a hole in it. It's up to you. But if you wanted to get fancy and where if you wanted to get fancy and hanging. Uh, hanging. Da 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 da. Wall hanging. Hold on, let me see if that'll bring it up. Let me see. Wall hanging insert. Let me see. Okay. Now, I don't recommend majority of the time because a lot of the time other people's pieces if you this is just with any piece that you're designing, if you wanted to incorporate the exact hole for it, they have the pieces already out here made for you. So you would basically go to wherever you get it from and you're going to export it as one STL. And then you would import that into Bamboo and turn that into import that into Tinkercad and turn that into a hole and put that in here and that will give it the thing to hang. Or you could just put a hole right there. But let's go ahead and but like I said, sometimes people's pieces don't be working. Like I said, I got traumatized by that can opener piece and I ain't tried the can opener since. So, yeah, say it imported and I don't even see it. I don't even see it. Yeah, I don't even see it. So yeah, we're gonna do what we've been doing and just put our hole in there ourselves. That's all. And they can hang it. But yeah, that's how you would do that. But you just come over here to basic shapes, get you a cylinder, and um, let's do 3 millimeters. No, we're gonna go up to 5. Let's do 5. All right, and then that measurement don't really matter. You just want to make sure you can push it down in here. That's all. And then click on the base, click on the align tool, click on the base again, and just align it in the center there. And then let's go ahead and push it through. Hold down the shift key, click on the base, union group it together. And now it will hang, they can hang it up now. Now this is a hanging piece for the wall. So let's go ahead and highlight all of it, bring it up to the, press D to bring it up to the work plane. And then let's go ahead and export. We're going to export as OBJ. Of course, we always extract. All right, come here. And we're going to go to new project. File, import. All right, and we're going to go ahead and slice it. Oh, it did bring that piece in. There it go. It came in over there. Okay. But in 10 hours and 41 minutes. And it takes $5.46 to print. and I would charge $40 just for this by itself, but we're not done with it. So we're going to click on it and we're going to click on text and we're going to just say Jane Doe. So Jane Doe. All right. And then let me see. All right. And let's go up some more in the font. Let's see what 45 look like. All right. So let me see 50. Let's do 50. All right, I'm cool with 50. 50 is perfect. All right, so put her name right here, and then we will come back and click on it, click text, and then we can say sunrise, uh sunrise, and then August 11th, 1941. Let's go ahead and take this down for now. So 1941, and then put a dash, and then do sunset, do sunset, and let's say August 11th, 2014. All right, and then the thickness, we're gonna go a 1 point thickness on this because of the font we're using. Um, and then put that right there and check that out. All right, and then we're gonna come over here to objects and click on that, and we're gonna change the color to 3. And change that color to 3. All right. And that's it. And then I would put that profile on because this text is fine right here. This font is real small, but it's very beautiful. I love it. So I would just put that profile on and then click slice. And voila, that's it. And then you see how the time is actually 4 hours and 30 minutes. You see how sometimes bamboo be tripping? But any questions? And that's your mirror. And then you would just glue. So the mirrors I use, they have an adhesive back on them, but if you wanted to put a couple drops of glue in here, you could to make sure it stays. But that's all to making. This isn't a hand mirror. This is going to be a hanging piece, a wall piece. But anybody got any questions? Okay. All right. Well, I was able to finish before 10:20. Um, I have guests coming in town, so I will not be around as much, but I will still be present. So if you guys need me for anything, if you are a paid Patreon member, I highly recommend that you reach out to me via our chat through there because you're guaranteed for me to be able to respond to you faster there than anything. I'm gonna try to get a syllabus together and put up for you guys on what we're gonna work on next. But I will definitely get this video put up on the YouTube. I'll make sure the group